Hey guys, James here again. This main word of Takemichi was Ayanokouji from Classroom of the Elite. Some of the abilities I gave him may be a little off, but I don't really care honestly. Like, I've been up for, I think at this point, marking 29 hours. Deal with it. So, actually, I think beyond that, because I've been up since 4 a.m. yesterday. Alright. Alright, so we can go on now basically to just how this would happen. First, Takemichi is already a bit older, at roughly the same age as Mikey and Draken. But he ended up making friends that are younger than him, or they call him their friend. He doesn't call anyone his friend. And he keep letting him with the background. He even got a girlfriend, which he barely hangs out with unless she asks him first. Which eventually did lead to them breaking up, but she was the only aspect of Takemichi's life that made him seem normal-ish. And at some point in the future, well, Takemichi had a pretty okay job. He did pretty well. It was pretty perfect in all honesty, in his opinion. But then eventually Hino would die. Takemichi doesn't know why, but he feels a bit upset about this. And he does realize as a kid, when his life was normal, Hino made his life better. But as he's thinking about this, suddenly he's pushed onto the tracks, and he's able to land on his feet immediately and jump up. But as soon as he jumped up, well, someone was in that medium with a gun, and he analyzed them immediately, realizing it's Akun. He knew that immediately just from looking at them. Well, if we're going to attack and point out who they are, he shot right in the face, and, well, the bullet wouldn't kill him, but instead it just sends him back in time, like the train should have. So, yeah. When talking to him back in time, he happened to be hanging out with Yamagishi, Yamamoto, Suzuki, and Yamagishi. Plus Akun, Yamagishi, Yamamoto, Suzuki, Yamamoto, Suzuki, and Akun. Yep, just them. And as he hangs out with them, well, eventually it would go on to well, first they talk about how they're going to go fight these guys from Shibuya. Once they got beat up, they stopped hanging out with him, to the fact that they're kind of under Kimasa's command. And Takemichi doesn't he doesn't really care about them, but he can already know this is the actual past. It's a little too physical to be a dream. If it's a dream, this is a chance to correct one of his mistakes. Because he was lonely throughout after Hina broke up with him, he didn't have any more friends or anything. So yeah. So he'll decide to hang out with them and help them. He says that he'll watch, but if they take it too far, he'll intervene on either side. But then eventually led to Kiyomasa as Takemichi. Takemichi isn't really too intimidating, but he's a pretty average height. Like same as Baji's, like 5'8", 5'9". But then Kiyomasa would also go into like a sucker punch, like sentence for Takemichi, hey, they're second years, we're your third years, we don't need to fight. Because Takemichi is currently a high schooler, but he got out of class early. But as soon as like Kiyomasa went for a sucker punch, Takemichi kicked him in the chin full force. As Takemichi just let him hit the ground unconscious immediately. Takemichi's physical strength allows him to basically have, like, if we were to use it as, like, I would say, like, a bench press, I'll use that usually. Like a bench press, I guess a strongman competition, I'd say. Takemichi's limit would probably reach him at, like, around 600 or 670 or so pounds as a maximum. So yeah, that's his maximum bench press, and then yeah, the Takemichi can pretty easily just deliver enough force with a kick to shatter someone's jaw pretty easily, especially Kiyomasa. But I can realize from how that felt and how Kiyomasa reacted, this is indeed real life. This is the actual past. So I'm telling the truth, they'd handled Kiyomasa's pest. He's gonna go deal with his cousin, as he threw Kiyomasa's bat to Akun and caught him to beat down all of Kiyomasa's guys. Then he went to his cousin and grabbed a hand and hit him across the face with it. And sort of a story would change. Takemichi would refuse to go back to the future. His life means nothing. He knows this. He will see the results of the future in his own way. He'll see it in his own way. He refuses to go back to the future until he knows for sure something has changed. As this little incident of him beat up Kiyomasa will not change an incident in his life at all. Besides, he may have friends, but still no Hina. Literally, every aspect of his life through and through is perfect. And he will not risk himself not being in control of his body ruining that. So Takemichi, just because he's prepping to make his life perfect but still blend in, he refuses to leave. So yeah, that's the one difference. Takemichi will not head back to the future whatsoever. He'll stay in the past. So yeah. Basically, we go on basically him saying Hina. And when he sees Hina, him and her do talk for a bit. It's Takemichi, so we'll try to blend in. But when she gets about to leave, Hina's mother starts to see Takemichi actually at their house by his own accord. And she asks Hina, did he break up with you? She's like, why is he here? Hina's like, no, he just stopped by, wanted to say hi. And Hina's mother shocked us. She even Takemichi didn't usually hang out with her. But we can go on probably just the whole Mikey thing. Is Kiyomasu actually have his guys, get Mikey and Pachin. Well, first it was Pachin and Payon, but then Mikey and Draken followed. So basically it was mainly the 3rd Division confronting Takemichi, but he wasn't really too threatened by them. He stared them all down, and then actually asked them who they are. They talk about Kiyomasa, but Takemichi says, Kiyomasa started the fight first, he just ended it. Payon stared down and was like, but Pachin's a lie, like Pachin said, Pachin said that you beat up Kiyomasa without any warning. Are you saying Pachin's a liar? Takemichi's like, I'm saying Pachin's a liar, I guess, yeah. Payon immediately went in to hit him in the face. Once Takemichi just dodged pretty easily and kicked him in the face. Then followed up with just him beating up Pachin with just disrespect. Payon's pretty easily defeated by Takemichi. By the time he beat them all, Takemichi, even thinking about things really hard, because he's rethinking his whole life, wondering who could have killed Hina and Toman. It doesn't think it could be Mikey. He already knows a decent amount about him just from intel. Or not intel, but through eavesdropping. Those only options he thinks of can actually be honestly, he would say Kisaki. He thinks really hard about everything in his life just to find out who killed Hina. Yeah, it kind of just evens out straight up at Hina. At Kisaki. It's a pretty obvious thing. So yeah, I was talking to knowing is Kisaki, and how Kisaki's really smart. Takemichi decides to play 1,000 steps ahead of Kisaki, and decides to pull an Aizen and plan out Kisaki's whole life, while still not even being in it. At all. And he would do just that pretty easily, actually. So yeah. Takemichi basically still has to fight Toman now, and he would basically meet Mikey, who wants to know why he beat up Pachin. But Takemichi says to Pachin that Pachin was lying, and then Payon didn't believe him, didn't believe Takemichi, who pointed out the lie. Payon attacked him, he beat up Payon, then Pachin wanted revenge, so he beat up Pachin. Then the division wanted revenge on Pachin, so Takemichi beat up the division. And Mikey's like, this is pretty impressive, but I'm gonna have to throw hands at you now. Takemichi turned around and was like, nope, sorry, not interested, and just walked away. Suddenly, Baji just grabbed Takemichi like a collar throw and pull him back for a punch. Almost Takemichi spun around and hit Baji in the face so hard that everyone had heard the connection, so I thought it sounded like a gunshot. Baji hit the ground, he's just unconscious, and no one's ever seen Baji been taken down with just one punch. And Takemichi immediately solidified Takemichi as probably, if you were to join Toman, is like the 3rd strongest, maybe even 2nd strongest. But Takemichi is able to leave. As he leaves, he begins analyzing Mikey's life more and more. Oh, what's Mikey's real name? Manjiro. Then, who has a name? What's the last name to Manjiro? Sano. So he digs into Emma, digs into Shinichiro, digs into everything he possibly can. When we're talking, Takemichi's going to assemble a force that he knows can for sure take down Toman, so that they're never formed into the evil organization that they are in the future. Takemichi is on his Aizen timing. Simple as that. And Takemichi, his first guy that he finds is basically, I'd say he's probably just targeting the Black Dragons, but he finds out who's leading it, and then would target Hakai. So he's able to get Hakai to go home or something. When it happens, he'd meet Taiju, but then when Taiju would try to attack Hakai, Takemichi would be the one to attack Taiju. Takemichi, as soon as Taiju went down to attack Hakai, Takemichi just grabbed him by the shirt and threw him to the side. Hakai's wondering who's doing this. Then they just see Takemichi. And Takemichi just proceeded to beat the brakes off Taiju because he can easily lift Taiju with just one hand. And plus he has martial arts skills surpassing literally everyone in the series. His strength is record-breaking. His speed, record-breaking. Everything about Takemichi besides his height is record-breaking. The man's insanely strong. Or just stacked. So, yeah. And so Takemichi kind of just needs to beat up Taiju right in front of Hakai. Takemichi's a record-breaking opponent. Worldwide record-breaking. yeah, he kind of beat down everyone in the Black Dragon single-handedly and took it over. And he made Hakai watch. So yeah. But by the time that Hakai had left, Takemichi let him leave. Everyone's like this point in time the Toman meeting happening, as Takemichi took a while to gather information. And everyone's like, Hakai, you're usually not late because Michi's on time. Where were you? And Hakai looked like he saw a ghost. And he just says, Taiju's been defeated. Even Mikey is shook that Taiju was defeated. He says, oh, about who did he lose to? He just says, the guy they beat up Pachin. And immediately Mikey knows who he's dealing with, saying, what about the Black Dragons? They're led by him now. He's like, I'm pretty sure he's going to disband them and turn them into a whole new gang. He beat them all individually. He fought Taiju and fought the whole gang by himself and didn't get hit once. He beat the whole gang. And now Mikey knows Takemichi is in a whole different league than him. He had to beat Koko, Inui, Taiju, and a whole gang of guys who usually use knives, bats, pipes, so on and so forth. I'm sure they don't fight as fair as Toman would. So, Takemichi being them without getting hit once is still pretty impressive. So, yeah. And with this, Takemichi doesn't really kind of rename the Black Dragons, but he does kind of just rebrand the uniforms. They're going to conduct themselves more like the Yakuza, just for an intimidation factor. So, yeah. This happens basically just to, they conduct themselves more like a business casual group. They don't act like a gang, no, they act like basically just a giant corporate. Even when it comes to protection and money. They're not allowed to act intimidating unless someone's threatening the pride of the gang, not them personally. So with this, the way the Takemichi conducting, even Taiju and the Black Dragons are easily coming back together as a whole different gang under Takemichi's leadership. This Takemichi's even able to get the old legends back, which is what was it? Waka and Arashi. So Arashi and Waka are eventually able to join. And, yeah. So as he has those two join him as well, all this stuff is just, it's just Senju and her brother. But they wouldn't really be a big important role right now. The way Takemichi kind of walks around looking like this now, barely even attending school anymore. He even let his group join. But eventually we could probably go on to just to Toman having a conflict with with Mobius. We can really go into that, which would be the important thing. When that happens, Takemichi would kind of interrupt the battle and actually just show up there with Taiju. And then immediately Osanai, who didn't fight Mikey originally, is stunned. Kasaki's more focused on the new player in Black Dragons right now. So yeah. So there's no time to actually replace Osanai and Hanma. But now with this, it's kind of just Osanai and Hanma in one group. So yeah. But even Osanai's a bit concerned that Taiju's here. And Hanma doesn't know who Taiju is, but Osanai's like, yeah, he's probably almost as strong as Mikey is. It doesn't intrigue Hanma if they're on the same side. But Takemichi knows that he's on anyone's side. But instead, the Black Dragons are just here to crush Mobius. They're not gonna destroy Toman just yet. With this, he immediately just yells attack. Not yells, just kind of points forward, just kind of chops his hand down forward, points forward at Mobius. And his gang proceeds to basically fly bats, pipes, arnis, sticks, wooden katanas, anything but blades and guns, basically. And proceeded to beat down Mobius disrespectfully. Taiju just charged at Hanma. Hanma went in for a kick. Taiju blocked it, picked him up, and just body slammed him, taking him down for the rest of the fight. And Mikey just proceeds to drop Osanai with one kick. Takemichi just walks away from the battle with his crew leaving. So yeah. But Mikey would actually want to challenge Takemichi formally. Takemichi would say, sure. Mikey immediately joined for his signature roundhouse kick, only for Takemichi to kick him right in his foot, and Mikey felt his shin cracking as Takemichi's foot connected. Then right as Takemichi's foot went down, he felt like his whole shin was going to shatter if Takemichi were to even just block it commonly. Hell, just maybe even slightly blocking his kick may fully shatter his shin now. That's just how fragile it feels. He even says it out loud. So yeah. So then Takemichi's durability and strength is just in a whole different league than Mikey's even. which is now just going to transition on to the next arc where Takemichi took over the Valhalla hideout. Takemichi labeled the best hideouts that would be spotted by local gangs or trying to be like Toman. So once he came to Valhalla trying to find like a new hideout, Takemichi's currently sitting down in his own like area, which happens to be like the whole abandoned arcade thing, but also same Black Dragon's areas in canon, which gives him a large area of territory. But when Valhalla tried to roll in, like mainly Kazutora tries to roll in with Hama and everyone else, Hama doesn't see Takemichi kick Mikey or kick him back. But when Kazutora walked up to Takemichi with a knife, threatening to kill him if he doesn't hand over the arcade, Takemichi hit him in the face once, and everyone saw Kazutora's face just completely distort. Time Kazutora hit the ground, Takemichi hit them all, and just proceeds to beat all of just this gang into the dirt pretty easily, being a bit annoyed, saying that they're now his puppets. Which is actually annoy Hanma. But all he did is just kind of hit him in the side with the chop, and it made him hit the ground. It's like he hit him like right in the liver. So yeah. Hanma on his knees, Takemichi basically just kind of just tells them all that they'll be serving under the Black Dragons. So yeah. With this, Takemichi just took over Black Dragons, and now he took over the Valhalla that tried to arise. But before we get any further into the story, I'm going to end this part here. We hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more. Adios.